LCA versus STM is a marquee matchup. Now, this meeting is the second time the programs have played this year, but of course, the Division II Select title is on the line. And this one is really just going to be a race to 100 with the way the Knights and Cougars offenses have been playing. Both offenses averaging more than 50 points throughout the playoffs, and it would take that to win this game. We're picking up in the third. LCA up 3. Quarterback Jawan Johnson bulldozes his way in for the touchdown. Johnson had close to 600 yards on the day. Knights lead 41-31 after 3. Fourth quarter, after a turnover on downs, Cougs get to work. Sam Altman finds Christian McNeese, Wheezy out of here, 69-yard touchdown. Cougs cut it 41-38. But Johnson played incredible today. With under 2 minutes to go, he plunges in, giving him his 5th touchdown on the day, and LCA takes a 10-point lead. 70 seconds remaining in the game. Altman trying to keep his team alive, and McNeese is the man for the job. He had 227 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns to give STM a chance. So now it's going to come down to the onside kick. Cohen Lejeune kicks it to perfection. St. Thomas More recovers it with 58 seconds remaining, and on the very first play, Altman is going to roll out and let it fly, but it's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's a pass to Connor Stelly, saving the day. 54-yard touchdown puts STM ahead 52-48. But would that be too much for the Knights? Johnson surveying and firing deep, but the Cougs safety Nicholas Beckwith comes up with the game-sealing interception. And in one of the wildest games of the season for sure, the Cougars of St. Thomas More come out on top, 52-48. STM scored 2 touchdowns with less than 2 minutes remaining in the game. Our Seth Lewis and Megan Glover have a recap from the Superdome.
We won it all. We won it. That's all right.
Jamarcus, we may have witnessed one of the best games, not only of the season, but in Prep Classic history. But I guess it should be no surprise when it's 2 Titans involved, like St. Thomas More and Lafayette Christian.
Right, Seth. For a coach like head coach Jim Hightower, who's been in the coaching business for 36 seasons, he says he's never seen anything like tonight.
Yeah, down 10, less than 90 seconds to go. It really seemed like all hope was lost for the Cougars, and yet they made the necessary plays to make this miraculous comeback happen.
My initial thought was like, oh my God, he just made a crazy catch, and then had to like regain myself, and I was like, all right, now we just need to get a stop, and we will win the ball game.
Just had to keep trusting the coaches and don't doubt. I mean, we gotta keep going because we still got time. As long as there's time, we have a chance to make a play.
This is pretty special. Yeah, I don't know that I can ever remember a game that quite had this type of ending, especially considering the situation of the game, you know, being in the Superdome for a state championship. It was pretty special.
So on one side, you see the thrill of victory with St. Thomas More, but of course on the other side, the very visible agony of defeat for Lafayette Christian.
That's right, Seth. LCA just 90 seconds away from picking up their 5th ever state title, but this will be the 2nd consecutive season where they fall in the final seconds of the championship game.
Obviously, this is back-to-back years of heartbreak. Just extremely proud of our kids and all of the time, all of the effort, everything that they put in. Just sorry that I couldn't do enough for them to help them to be able to get over the hump.
There were also some amazing individual performances in this contest, like MVP Sam Altman, the quarterback of STM, throwing for over 400 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he spread the wealth with 3 receivers having 2 touchdowns each.
Then you also got the MVP for LCA, quarterback Jawan Johnson, who totaled nearly 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 of those on the ground, and then one of his best guys tonight was Dudley Jackson for 3 touchdowns of his own.
And that's just the footnotes to what was an incredible contest that we won't forget for a long time. For Megan Glover, I'm Seth Lewis for KTC Sports.